Weekly Podcast. Today we have a special request again for Dr. Thomas Lam. So, Thomas, how are you?
Very good, buddy. How are you?
Not too bad. So, today I want to kind of talk about hockey, but common hockey injuries. So, what do you usually see coming through the clinic?
Hockey injuries that we commonly see are kind of like rampant right through the hockey community. And they're usually kind of three big things that are very much interrelated.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about hip flexor problems,
All
you're
right.
going to hear about like a sports hernia or an abdominal type of problem, and you're also going to start hearing more and more about hip labral problems. So those are the three biggest things that we consistently see relating to hockey within the clinic.
So with those problems, are there any ways to prevent some of this stuff from happening?
Great. Yeah, that's exactly where all the research is actually going towards, is trying to prevent these. I said that there's three common elements, three common conditions that we do see,
Right.
but they're all kind of stem from exactly the same source or same cause. And that can largely be corrected through proper skating mechanics,
Okay.
proper training approaches, and that has a lot to do with also rest and recovery and what people actually do to actually help lengthen their hip flexor and how they actually train and actually how they skate. All those type of things are very, very important.
So it's really an intertwined kind of a problem or kind of a strategy to prevent these things. So it's not just one thing. It's a hodgepodge of different topics and different subjects that you have to really think about, right?
Yeah, like what I wanted to kind of bring to light was exactly that point,
Right.
but I really want to kind of emphasize skating mechanics, training, what you do to actually develop like power.
Right.
Also with regards to training is also what you do for core, right? Because many times people have weak abdominal walls
Right.
that predispose them to a sports hernia or even type of labral type of problems, largely because their abdominal wall hasn't been trained appropriately.
Right.
Related to skate mechanics, people skate improperly and they actually skate in a way in which stresses up their lower back,
Right.
makes their hip flexor incredibly tight, and then creates this whole syndrome of problems that can either develop into a sports hernia, either can kind of evolve into a hip flexor problem or a lower abdominal type of strain, or can become the worst, and then we're seeing a lot more of this, or hip labral type of problems.
Right.
And the recognition of the labral type of problems is becoming more well recognized, and our diagnostic tests are greatly improving. So we're seeing that a lot of like even NHL hockey players, they're losing years in their careers because of years of improper skating mechanics. When they actually begin to squat, they're doing things improperly, they're damaging their labrum. And then thankfully there's amazing orthopedic surgeons out there. They're doing fantastic work with the repair of hip labral type of problems. So we're actually seeing career-ending injuries.
Right.
Not becoming that, and athletes are able to recover and resume exactly almost as if they've never had these type of problems before. So really encouraging results.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Lam. I really appreciate it. Till next time, have fun.